Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to the Realmhattan Project. I'll be your host, EE Prime. And tonight, as always, we have Gort,
What's up?
Wolfie,
Hi, everybody.
Ricky,
Hey yo,
and last but definitely not least, Derek B.
What? What's up?
What's up, everybody? How's your week been so far?
Pretty good. Pretty good. First time in the shop in a week for me. I was gone for 2 straight months. First time back in the plant. I hated every minute of it. I got people bothering me. Got a president up my ass telling me he wants me to test this machine he spent all his money on, and then he didn't show up to see it. So fuck him.
Oh,
yeah, fuck that dude.
Fuck that guy.
So this is the first time you've been back in your home office or whatever you want to call it in 2 months.
Yeah. Between going to Germany, having COVID, Canada, all my adventures in the South. The vacuum cleaner business is a busy one, boys. Never ends. Got to go where
It's
the
a
money
sucky
is.
job, but somebody has to do it.
Oh, I see what you did there. Bravo.
Low hanging fruit, just picking it, man. Just picking it.
Look at you.
All right. That's strike one. That's bad joke number one. That's strike one.
Two more,
You
you're
might as well
out.
go ahead and give me all 5 strikes now, because I'm gonna run them all.
Five
Five
strikes.
strikes. You get.
What do I know
you get
about
three.
sports ball?
You get three.
5 strikes. I'm going to the penalty box.
right.
I'm gonna shoot the field goal.
15-yard penalty.
What's up, Gort? How you been?
Been pretty good. And talking about vacuums and appliances, I had the fortune to install the world's largest stapler the other day. It is enormous and useless.
Was
and
it red?
Stupid.
World's largest stapler.
Yeah. It's a shame that it's not red, or somebody might come and burn the building down.
Oh, and you
Looking
make
for
stapler.
it.
I need a little more context about this world largest stapler.
It's attached to an enterprise printer, and it's huge. It looks like a printer itself.
Which
It's just
enterprise?
so,
Class A or class
everything goes
C?
through like the collator, and then it'll staple things,
I got
so you don't
the
have to
joke.
use your hands, and it costs thousands of dollars. It's fucking
Okay.
stupid.
$1,000 to save your hand the exercise
Go
of doing this one time.
Go Amazon.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask Derek next what was going on to save Ricky for last, but
No,
Derek,
Derek's back.
Know,
Sorry,
Derek
guys.
had to step away for a minute.
Just for a second. Just for a second.
What's up, Derek? How's your week been, man?
Oh, the week's been pretty good. Just trying to get a lot of stuff in house done. Still working on those module cases and trying to get that complete. That's why you see my background is a little different, and trying to get all that
Actually,
all
we
set.
can't see your background. It's all
Exactly. That's why I got it blurred out on purpose, because
Blurred out.
it's a mess back here. Because it's a
Crime
mess, and until I get everything done, because actually all my figures are on the bar right now, eagerly anticipating their new home. So yeah. But the week's been going well, man. I'm just happy to be here. Best part of my Friday and all that.
Easy. That might be copyrighted.
Yeah.
Easy,
up,
easy.
just like that. We were yanked again.
Eh.
Uh,
Number 3. You're out.
That's it.
So,
We're out of here.
how far did you get with the module cases so far?
They're pretty much done. I actually built up all the cubes. I had to connect them together. So I'm working on the last row that I got to connect. And actually I had to build up the middle cube, which is the larger one.
Sorry, look at Brandon.
And yeah, once I got that together, I'm actually trying to connect the two ends now and get the lighting and all that done. And bam, that's it. Now all I got to do is stack them, so they'll be up and installed against the wall and everything. My power strips came in yesterday for it. I had to get a power strip for it, and I'm getting time lighting. I got the time lighting sensor thing
Times
for it.
lighting. You're going all out on this, my friend.
Dude, man, it's a labor, but
Best
it is
part
what
of
it
your
is.
What?
I was hit down in that corner.
Hey, that's my line.
We're getting
But yeah, man. But nah, shout out to the chat squad. Very happy to see y'all in here. It's always a pleasure for y'all. Always a pleasure to have y'all in here. I'm about to say always a pleasure for y'all. Nah, that'd be kind of egotistical.
I mean,
but no,
but you wouldn't
man.
be wrong.
Come on, Derek. Show some confidence. It is a pleasure for them to be here.
It is a pleasure for them to be here, but
Yeah.
I don't want them to be like, oh, really?
Oh, you
Click. So
We
yeah,
give it to you, and you like it.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yo, man, but nah, it's been a very productive week for me, and just happy to be here, happy to, and very excited for the weekend that is actually here now, and yeah, ready to have some fun this weekend.
Well, shit, I'm excited to see these cases when they're done.
I know,
The way
I'm
you just
looking for it. I
described all
can't
this
wait.
stuff.
Yeah, the next show, I will be ready. I promise
You might have to
I'll
have
be
2
ready.
showcases in a row.
That works for me.
I mean, I'm excited.
Okay. All right. We'll see. We'll see. But nah, I'm working hard, y'all. I'm working hard. So yeah, it's gonna be by the time the next show comes, I'll be ready.
Can't wait.
All right.
So, Ricky, how was
Was it-
your week and your day?
Any life changing events happened today?
Not really. It was
Mhm.
No?
all right. It was all right.
It's all right.
But it was all right.
Really?
I mean,
Really,
I
Ricky?
got a fresh new piece of paperwork with a signature on it. I mean, I guess that's something. I don't know.
What,
Yeah.
a restraining order? A restraining order?
Oh,
I put out a
Wow.
restraining order on EE Prime. I think it's got to stay all the way up there in Jersey, wherever he's at.
Whammy.
Nah,
Man.
my wife and I have made it official today. We've been together for years, and we have a house together and bills together and all that good stuff. And she's been my wife, and I've always
That's what's
thought
up.
it that way and told everybody that. But about a month ago, had a issue, had to go to the hospital, and I was incoherent, and she was trying to tell them stuff, and the nurse and doctor literally told her, "Look, you're not his wife. You can't talk to us."
Wow.
So we went ahead and said, "You know what? We're going to make that official." We slid on down to the courthouse and signed up a piece of paper. Then my wife popped out with a piece of paper about life insurance or something. I had to sign that shit real quick. I don't know what that was all about, but
Yep.
But we'll see. We'll see if I pop up missing tomorrow. It was Kara. It was Miss Bischoff did it.
On an
to me.
unrelated note, we will be looking for a new cast member soon.
Yeah, right.
Completely
Right.
unrelated to that. Put out
Try
an
out for
open
the next
call.
on the next hangout. We'll see you there.
Open
Please
call,
send your
everybody.
applications.
Right. Hey, yo. But
I'm
all
gonna say it.
seriousness,
I'm gonna say it because we're on
congrats.
video. Thank you guys. I love you, Kara, and I appreciate you for being the best part
Round
of
of
my
applause.
life.
Give him a hand.
Yes.
Give him a hand, boys.
Yes.
Give him a hand.
Congratulations, brother. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the both of y'all. Hey, it was such a lovely couple, man. Y'all are
Congratulations
the
to you.
greatest.
Condolences to her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I tell, dude. Like literally, like when they did the I do stuff,
Yeah.
like when they asked her and she said I do, I like leaned over. I went sucker. She started laughing. She's like, "Don't make me laugh."
Yeah.
Congrats
how
to
you doing?
man. I'm good. Week has actually been kind of slow, kind of quiet. Nothing crazy going on. Just work. Yesterday, all the systems at my job went down. So for like the last 4 hours of the day,
I see that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Oh man, no.
Brian,
Oh, that was good.
I'll send you our Cash App after
He's
the show.
registered to Chosen Prime.
Yo, E, I'm so sorry. That was
no.
That
That was funny.
That was fucking funny.
Yeah,
Good one,
Oh,
Rick.
man.
that was funny and appropriate at the same time, yo.
Thank you, everybody. Thank
Go
you,
ahead, no,
guys.
go ahead, E. Go ahead, E.
Oh no, none. Like systems went down for like the last 4 hours of the day, so sat there, did nothing. Spoke with some my teammates through what we use Slack for internal messaging about the pending big $1.2 billion lotto ticket that I know I bought today. So when you guys don't see me next week, you'll know why.
If you win, just remember, I always liked you.
No, the correct
Me too.
answer is
You were always
because
my favorite
me
best
too.
friend.
The correct answer is because he won and then his wife killed him and buried the body. So that's where he'll be. So we'll be having open casting
But you
calls
know-
that week too.
But you know what?
Speaking of life insurance,
But you know what? Unlike you, we're not legal either. So,
Man, all these living in
She's
sin,
good.
all these people.
Yeah.
14 years. 14
To be
years.
fair, you know
Yeah.
what? I'll make a confession. Neither are we. Me and Chris, we are not legal.
Nice.
Yeah,
It's
we're all living in sin.
I know it sounds dumb, but to me it literally was just a piece of paper. Like
No, I
her
get
and
it.
I have both been married before. We've been through a divorce. You know, a
Mhm.
piece of paper. If you're not going to stay together, a piece of paper isn't going to stop that or force you to.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we never really made it a thing. Like it was never a we have to. We both love each other, and the way marriage works in any society is you just have to tell other people that this
Yeah.
is my
You
spouse.
don't need to get the government involved all the time.
She's my wife. I am her husband. We are a unit together. Back off. That's all you have to do to be married. Everything else is literally just paperwork made up to charge people money.
Word.
Agreed.
So,
Agreed. But
Mhm.
the big question that was asked was, who's the first person you tell if you won? And my response was, I'm not telling nobody,
not my wife.
not even my wife. And they were like, why not? I said, how are you going to explain things? I'm like, I just got a raise.
I got a raise. Got a $1.2 billion raise.
I got a raise. I got a raise. I got a raise in a promotion. That's it.
Nah, hey, in
Yeah,
reality,
that's gonna
in real life,
really be difficult during tax season. So you
hey,
know,
in real life,
We
you
file
need to be
separate.
like that
We
guy on
file
the Chappelle
separate.
show, pull up outside in a Newport truck, talking about "I'm rich, bitch." That's gonna be he was throwing Newports at people driving on the street.
Fucking
Mhm. Right.
A couple of us were in here talking last night and just realizing how much of that actual 1.2 billion you will take home when you're done.
Hmm.
It's literally around like 400 million after everybody gets their
oh
fucking
god,
cut.
how you gonna live? How you gonna live on that?
I know, right? Like how you gonna live off of $400 million?
Jump
Right.
change. They just rob you
Somebody
blind,
think of
man.
me.
You might
I'm
as
gonna
well
have
not
to get a
even
second
play the
job.
lotto.
I'm gonna have to get a second job.
Right.
Get a second job because I won the
I'm still
lotto.
gonna have to work part time.
Hmm.
Hey, hold on. I did say I would do that though. If I won the lotto, I would definitely stay. I would stay part time. I told him I'd take 3 months off to go run around and blow some money and have some fun, and then I'd come back part time. And I'd look my boss and my coworkers right in the face and be like, "I dare y'all to piss me off because you know I will walk out of this bitch. I don't care how busy we are. I don't need y'all." Pores.
Hey, E, were you at a baseball game the other day?
Oh, that's right. I did go to a baseball game this week. See, my week has been a blur. Yeah, I was at the Met and Yankee game. So for all
How'd
you
that go?
for all you Yankee fans out there, sweet motherfuckers. It was good. It was a good time. You know, me, Dave Cologne, and Vinny went. You know, Vinny was able to get us some tickets through his old job, so we met him there. We got there early, walked around, ate a lot,
Hmm.
walked around, watched the game. You know, really good time. It's the first time I've been to an actual Mets versus Yankee game, and it was packed house,
Subway
sold
City.
out. You forget what 50,000 people look like until you're there, and you're like, oh shit,
Yeah.
a lot of fucking people.
It's been a long
Yeah.
time.
Hmm.
Mhm.
So wait, I know you're a Mets fan. I guess Dave's a Mets fan. I know that Vinny's a Yankee fan.
Yes.
How did that go?
Oh,
With
it was
Vinny.
great because
They
so the
made
Mets
fun of
were
him the whole time.
Mets were winning. No, actually, see, I behaved myself. Mets were winning most of the game. Yankees tied it up around the eighth inning, and then Vinny started running his mouth. Running his mouth, like getting out, running his mouth, right? End of the game, Mets won that literally on a walk-off win. We get out our seats, and you can ask Dave. I just started screaming at Vinny at the top of my lungs. This is our house, bitch. This is our house. Like everybody just turned around and was like, what's going on? Because I saved it the whole game, behaved myself, didn't argue with nobody, didn't fight with no Yankee fans, didn't run out on the field. So I kind of let Vinny have it when we were done.
I tried to get Vinny to run on the field. He wouldn't do it.
He said that he was going to do it until you said you wouldn't pay for his fine.
I would start a GoFundMe for that. Fuck, that's worth it.
He said you said you wouldn't do it. I was trying to tell him, go right here, go, do it already, go, run. He said he wouldn't pay for it, so he didn't want to go.
All right, maybe next time.
Maybe next time. We'll get a collection going before the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's pretty much it. Besides that, just another day, another dollar.
There you
Work,
go.
work.
Work,
Glad
work,
I'm
work,
here.
work,
It's
work.
Friday. So I think now is a good
Time for some showcase?
time for us to
Run a
get
promo.
our showcase started,
Say it.
guys.
Yes.
Hey,
Yes.
has anybody
yes.
checked me? Gort's still awake?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know
You
what
alive?
Gort's doing. He's there.
Okay.
It's time for the collector showcase.
I love how it's backwards.
Was that supposed to be
No.
backwards?
That toy is
He forgot to
Yo.
mirror the camera.
No, it's supposed to be backwards.
It's intentional.
Awesome.
Oh,
Was that
is
Dust
that,
or
is
Dormammu?
that
did
who I
that?
think it is?
It had to be
Who
Dust
made
or
that?
Dormammu.
No. Okay.
So who was it?
Well, so
I've
so
seen it
YouTube
all.
Who
didn't
made that? Who
YouTube
made
didn't
that?
like our first one, so we made a new one. And no, that was not Dormammu who did it. So,
Oh, I thought it was. Oh,
nope. But yeah, on that note, Derek, take it off. What do you got for us
Look,
today?
this is
Yo.
Dormammu's not even trying anymore.
Oh, that was
All
fucking
right.
funny. Thank you for that surprise.
Dude, that was nice. Okay, so my showcase for today, I'm going to take it back to I'm taking it back to the 80s cuz I want to talk about how I got into this thing. We talked about our topic when we were talking about what's your G1. And my G1 was GI Joe. But at the same time, back in the day, when I started asking for my Transformers, and I was just like, they were like, "What do you want for your birthday? Or what do you want for Christmas?" My very first Transformer that I actually got is this guy.
Blur?
Blaster.
Hey,
Yeah,
well, I guess I get it. I see it.
Yeah, it's
There.
so. Yeah,
There you
it's
go.
My man, it's my man Blaster. This is my actual original one that I got.
That's nice.
So I've had this all these years, and this guy has actually traveled twice away from me. So
Twice.
back in the day, a partner of mine, we a couple of buddies of mine, we all had Transformers. We all had different toys or whatnot. And my boy's brother had traded me his brother's Mirage for, I can't even remember what the other Transformer was that I gave him, but he was like I give you this joint for your so and so. I was like, well, that's your brother's. You can't trade his. He said he don't even want it no more. I said, all right, well, cool. And I traded and I got his Mirage. His brother hit me up like the next week and was like, yo, did my brother give you my Mirage? I was like, yeah, he told me that you ain't want it no more. So I said, okay, well, what, you want it back or something? He's like, hey, you know what? Yeah, right there.
Oh.
Does it still work? Does the rub symbol still work?
You know what?
Almost. You almost had it. Oh. Oh, you almost got it shut down.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
All right. I forget who I'm in here with. So
Hey, mine still works. If you rub it twice, it turns a creamy white color.
yeah. Oh my God.
You're in here with adults, Derek.
Oh yeah,
Sorry,
I'm in here
man.
with some great adults. So here's what we gonna do. I'm gonna finish my story, but after I do this,
That ain't
I'm
better.
doing it.
Using tools to rub his crock
Shit.
ain't making it any better.
Can y'all see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It
it.
didn't do nothing.
All right, I'm gonna do this off camera because I have to. So, you know,
It says an oily fans page.
yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, it still works.
Why were you smiling so hard while you were doing that?
Yeah, it still works if y'all can see it.
Oh,
I hope y'all
you.
can see it.
No, it's not coming in, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
Ah, there it is.
Yeah, look, you see dust. You see dust.
Yeah. I can't stand y'all anyway. I can't stand y'all and I love y'all at the same time. God
And
damn
just
it.
like that, episode 3 was canned.
You're right. So anyway, he asked me, he was asking me, he said, yo, don't you still got Blaster?
Y'all just saw.
Are y'all gonna let me get through this or what? Yo.
Hey, that's
God.
Brick. Don't yell at us.
Try licking it for the Dormammu, you a wild dude. Yo, nah.
Dormammu.
That was
All right, showcase over. Fuck it. Yo.
No, get
Yeah.
All right, come on.
We have
We're sorry. We're sorry.
we officially broke the internet with that joint. Right. I'm not fighting with YouTube anymore either, Dust. It's either gonna be it's gonna be what it's gonna be at this point. So
it's got to be the comments. It can't be us.
yeah, it's definitely not us. It's definitely not us.
All right, so
anyway, continuing the story. He was like, he asked me, he was like, yo, you still got Blaster though? I was like, I said, yeah, I got Blaster. Why? He was like, I trade you, I'll let you keep it if you let me get Blaster. I was like, that ain't an even trade, dude. Nah,
I feel like you're trying to get out on me.
Right. Cause he was like, nah, man, it'll be an even trade. But and then I said, all right, we'll see. All right. So he came over. He had his boy with him, right? Because now his brother was older than I was. So, I was 9, I believe, at the time. 9 or 10 at the time. And he had his boy with him. He was coming through the neighborhood, and he kind of did the sneak, coming to my door and everything. Was trying to get that joint because he wanted to make sure he still looked cool and not look like a grown ass dude playing with toys. Y'all know how it was. So
Of course.
but he was like, yeah. Just hand it to me. Just hand it to me. I said, what is this? A drug deal? All right, here. So the very next week, I couldn't deal with it anymore. I called him. I was like, "Yo, dude, you about to get this Mirage back. I don't even want it. Just go on. I need my Blaster back." He was like, "But we traded, man. You said you ain't. I said, I didn't tell you I didn't want it. You asked me could I trade it, and I said, yeah, but nah, I'm not feeling that trade." He's like, "All right, whatever, man." So a month and a half later, he bought that joint back. A month and a half later, so I had to go literally almost 2 months without my Blaster, but I got it back. This dude can actually tell you stories. This Blaster been rocking with me for a minute. I actually got another one, but that joint is all banged up at this point because I used to instead of trying to get him messed up and all that. And then actually these are actually fresh new stickers. These are actually different stickers.
I was gonna ask about the original too.
Okay.
Really good.
Yeah, these aren't the original stickers on anyone. I
Like
had
the
to
original
get all of
Autobot,
them.
it's like a shiny silver, not the white background.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't
So
you expert?
it
yeah,
still looks like it's in really good shape for all these
Yeah, it
years,
does.
man.
Yeah.
yeah.
Joints seem all right.
No, it's they real tough. They real tough. They're not loose. But but the other one I got, man, that joint, man. If you look at it wrong, you might break something off of it. So I literally leave it in tape mode, just so I won't have to chance anything. But this one, but yeah, this is still got all its tight joints.
From the Van Damme.
Yeah, let's do all that. It does
How's
the
the
full
knee joints on that
transformation.
bad boy?
What knee joints?
What?
The knee and elbow joints.
Now the
Shit.
only thing is this fist right here. That's why I rarely put this in tape mode, because the fist, you literally have to take a screwdriver or something and get it out. So now it's stuck in there now. So I gotta. But just for the take of transformation, I got this. Now I'm gonna transform it, and as you know, all G1 toys are mad easy to get converted and transform. You do
What was
not
it?
need a
Wasn't there
degree.
like a rule, like 12 steps or less, or some crap like that?
I
Yeah,
don't know about that, but they
I don't
were
know if that
pretty
was
simple
official.
as a kid.
yep.
Looks good.
So there we are. I think I figured out
You got
the
to
trick to
unblur
this.
your background, dude.
Yeah, I think yeah, I'm gonna do that.
We're not going to judge your background. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what's with that mess? You need to clean up, bro.
What is that shit, man? You used to have a cool stuff, man. It's garbage.
Get all those.
But we all talked him into doing it and then turned into him. I love you, Eric.
It don't, it don't look bad. It don't look bad. I just, what I see behind you, literally, it's just a row of Transformers. Look like on the shelf. It doesn't look bad.
Nuts to
It's
butts.
on that's
Proper,
the
the proper
bar.
display.
Yeah, well, all right.
Yeah,
Work.
that's the
It doesn't
bar.
look bad. It looks
You
like
know.
a shelf almost. So
Yeah.
just don't let Dave or Vinny lean on your bar and it won't break.
Hey,
Right.
Nah.
Oh, right. Yeah. That was wild too. But anyway, all right, it is. Now, there's the other issue. The eject don't work. I can't get this door open. Yo, I was gonna research and try to figure out how to fix the door, but I was like, you know what, screw it. It's G1, so you know. So yeah, if
Derek, I know of a YouTube tutorial video that could help you out with that.
oh really?
Yeah.
Well, send it to me. Send it to me.
help out with what?
Put
I
it
missed
in
that part.
yeah. All right, well, put it in the comments. Put in the comments,
comments
and
right now.
because I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm
Oh,
sure I'm not the only
spring-loaded
one
thing's
that
not
has
working?
this issue.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you
I
go.
can't. Yeah, it goes down a little, little, but it won't.
Yeah,
It
all
won't.
the buttons
It's
are
that
actually
clip
supposed to be
arm.
able to move.
Yeah. So the play button stays down, right?
Yeah.
Play button stays down, and then the stop will release it still.
That's supposed to, and then
But
the
yeah,
eject.
but that eject
Yeah, I
button,
posted
yeah.
it in the comments. Check it out. That'll help you out.
Oh, okay, cool.
You'll love,
So,
you'll love
yeah.
it even more.
It's probably
all
just
these
that little
years.
springed arm inside there or something.
Yeah, and it's a hook. It's actually a black hook
Mhm.
that releases the door, and that's jammed up. So I may have to, do something,
that
and
bad
may
boy
even
up.
have to take it apart and all that type of stuff. So yeah. So yeah, that's my
Shout out to
showcase.
the end.
That's my showcase talking
Shout
about
out to
old
Blaster.
toys. Shout out to Hasbro 80s edition, because that's when they rocked back in the day. And yeah, man. So yeah,
I got a couple questions for you. One,
what's up?
was Blaster your favorite then, or it just happened to be since it was your first Transformer, and
Blaster
that's
was
why? But was he like your favorite character or not? No.
Blaster was my actually Blaster was my favorite character, because watching the show, Blaster didn't come in until season 2, in the middle of season 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been trying to get Transformers from my parents all those 2 years, and it's just like, yo, I don't want nothing else. I want these. So went to KB toy store.
KB.
Dad took me to KB. It wasn't toy. They didn't have it at Toys R Us, so we ended up going to KB, and that's where they had it.
Nice.
So I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, I want that. In hindsight, I should have got 2. But anyway,
Do you need a gun for him?
I lost the gun. The scrambler. Yeah.
You want one? I got one.
The electro scrambler. I have it, but it's in the crate somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So no, I just didn't. I was digging in the crates trying to find it and whatnot, and then I was just like, I know it's in there. I just need to just pull it out. But yeah, I do have it. I appreciate that though. I definitely appreciate
All
it.
Transformers should have their weapons.
Yes.
You
Absolutely.
just gotta plug it in his butt so you don't lose
Absolutely. Yo, you know what it. You know
Easy.
what it. You know how it feels. You know how it feels to go down the neighborhood when you're that age, and you get your blaster, take it out the box, and then just walk down the street just like this. No music playing out of it though, because it got no electronics in here whatsoever. But just to be able to do that, man, that was the dopest shit back in the day. So for me, at least, So yeah. Yeah, love my childhood, man. Love my childhood. Love my blaster. Yo, shout out to mom and dad for making sure that I got the things that I wanted back in the day. And yeah, that is my showcase. Thank you very much.
I wish I
Thank
still
you.
had anything from when I was a kid and everything. I have nothing left.
Yeah.
Nothing
Oh
from
yeah.
my childhood.
Oh man.
I was fortunate if a few of my Transformers did survive. Somehow they needed some
Okay.
pieces, but that's easy enough to find. So I'm very grateful for that.
Okay. Yeah. That's what's up.
No, my mother believed in purging, and she would literally just toss stuff, toss it, toss it, toss it.
Yeah, who knew, right? Who knew?
Yep,
How
who
much
knew?
this shit was gonna be worth 20 years later?
That's right. That's right. Rock Jesus. I can't live without my radio. Yo, and they came out with a in Japan. They came out with a electronic version of this, but I could never get it. I can never find it. No, it was Soundwave.
Cassette
They
Man.
made electronic.
Yeah, Soundwave, Cassette Man. The
Yeah,
original.
yeah. They made a
Was it-
Soundwave one with an actual radio.
Yeah, it worked.
In it.
It was a working.
Oh, I don't think I
Right.
knew that.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep. Hasbro hollowed it out when they brought it over.
Oh, look, we're all learning today.
LL
Nice.
Cool D. I like that. Yeah, that's my new show name. LL Cool D.
I'm never gonna call you that.
Yeah, me neither. No, sorry.
Way too sexual. Ladies love Cool D. Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ladies love
No,
Cool
sorry.
D.
I'm
Oh.
not going for it.
Sorry.
Oh,
Go ahead,
yeah.
let's just. I mean, the damage is done. Go ahead, just keep piling on.
Yeah. Hey, we're the Realmhattan Project. We got to try
It was
this shit
fun for
out.
3. It was
We
fun
got to
for
try
3
this shit out.
weeks.
See how
It
it
was fun
works.
for a month. It was fun for a month. We won't be getting invited back.
Yeah.
We tried.
We're trying this shit out so the other shows will be like, nope, don't do that. So yeah. So yeah, man. Yeah, let me scroll through this chat, see if anybody got any. I don't know if y'all been catching the chat or anything like that, but nope, no questions. Cool. All right. A lot of statements there, but cool.
Well, I was gonna show, he had them on the big screen, but I was gonna pop out too, man.
My man.
My
Okay.
man. And then I'm gonna teach y'all a secret that y'all didn't know in the chat squad. If you have 2 of them, you can take their rub signs like this. And put them together.
Get out of here!
Hey, but I'm gonna show you. This is how I never lose their weapons, man. You literally just plug it in the butt. It's right there. That's how you keep the blaster.
Yeah. Hey, yo, Dave. You know what's wild about that? I used to breakdance back in the day. We had a squad back in the day in DC where I used to live. It was called the Furious Five, and I was the 6th member.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
No, we called ourselves the Furious Five. Now, there was a Furious Five, famously.
Yeah.
But we called ourselves the Furious Five because it was five. It was 5 of the
Grandmaster
dudes.
Flash and the Furious
And then I was the 6th member. I was literally the 6th member because back in the day, my mom is a minister. My mom was a minister. So she didn't believe in all the, the music and all that. So she was like, no, I don't want that crap in my house. So basically, holy rollers don't, well, I'm calling it for the sake of telling this story. I'm using the term holy rollers because that's what they used to be called back in the day. So, and if you go through history, that was, considered a disrespectful term. So, but yeah, they used to, roll like that.
You've been challenged.
Yeah.
Hit it.
Give us the pop lock.
Hit a pop lock, bro.
You gotta. Is there video? Is there any video of this anywhere?
Yeah, it's on beta. We old, bro.
All right, here we go.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
He gonna pop his back and lock his knees in place.
Oh God, he might hurt himself.
Listen,
everybody, give me some music.
Give us a beatbox.
We can't do that.
No, hold up.
I mean, that was more a flop and chwop. I don't know what that. Oh, it's
good. It's been too long. Yeah, it's been too long.
Some gears, man. They get locked.
Yeah, I know, man. I literally just heard something pop when I was doing that. That joint was a true pop lock.
Yeah, that's a legit one.
See your elbow in a sling tomorrow.
Oh man, y'all are a trip, dude. So I mean, chat squad's loving it. They're digging it. They're laughing.
Yeah.
But we got
stop laughing, Eric. No, my shoulder really just popped right there. No.
Dormammu's my man.
Yeah. Geriatric move. Oh, thanks, Dormammu. Yeah, thanks for that.
It sounds like LL Cool D here saying retired.
Yeah, I'm staying retired. Nah, and that was another reason why I was
bringing 3 out my knee.
Derek, were you able to do the move where people I've seen, like you spin on your head?
No,
You couldn't do that?
I didn't. The head spin? No.
Yeah, you couldn't do that.
That was
Oh.
not happening. That
Could you
was not
do the
happening. No,
worm?
dude. No. One of our buddies got injured doing that, trying to do that shit. And no, he wound up being okay, but he cracked something on the back of his neck or
shit.
something like that. He had to go to the hospital, all that shit. Nah, he was in the whole neck brace thing for like 2 months. Yeah,
Literally.
he recovered. Fortunately for him, he recovered. But I don't know if you go through the 80s history and breakdance and history, you'll hear fatalities happen. When it comes to that particular.
I didn't
move.
know.
Somebody
I
pops
didn't know it was
in
that
and go,
serious.
Whoopsies! Like,
Yeah.
do they do that? Like, every time somebody-
Next time I see you, Wolf, we're gonna spin you on your head and you
Yeah.
tell me how you feel.
Hey, I'm down for that shit, bro.
You didn't think it was that serious.
Fine, I'll schedule a
We're
chiropractor
gonna get some
appointment the following
cardboard and
day.
spin 'em.
Fine.
Yeah.
So we're
Oh, we got the BotCon breakdance off. Oh, tell me, please.
Oh man.
If I don't
Look,
sit
hey,
my
Eric's
he said,
already
if
out.
you
I'm gonna
don't
let y'all
sit
know
your
now. He's
10-man
out.
self down, you're gonna need some oil for your knees.
He
Yeah.
wants to be a
I need some
judge.
oil for my shoulder right now. Damn. Yo, shoot. Y'all hear that?
Y'all
Yeah,
are
nah.
popping over there, cracking. I told you. It was
Yeah,
gonna
y'all got a one-time exclusive from Derek B tonight.
happen.
So,
Y'all better
yeah.
hope this one don't
And
get
it'll be
Only
on
on
the
the
internet
Realmhattan.
forever.
Hey,
Yeah.
record this video with your phone. Record this broadcast with your phone in case
So in
we get
case it gets
flagged.
canned, we can still
Yeah,
have a
hey, you at least got that. So
yeah.
so
So
yeah.
that's cool, man. So that was a really cool collection thing. I know we were kind of talking about it the other night when we had our meeting, trying to figure out what we were gonna do. And you brought that, you had a nice little story to tell about it, and that's pretty cool, man. You're trying to pull one over on you, ain't go for that shit.
Nah.
I remember doing those, trying to work those wheels and deals, and I got this here
Mhm.
double, and like trying to work that stuff out, man.
Right.
But when we were in there, we were talking about, we wanted to have like a little discussion tonight. We were going to talk about some stuff and see if we can get the chat involved. And
What are we talking about?
what were we saying? We said, I don't know, there was some video in the realm of collecting.
Twilight. We were talking about the Twilight
looking
movies.
dude with aviators on was saying something about, I don't know, My Little Pony or something. I didn't pay attention.
I thought we were talking about the Twilight movies.
Shades
tonight.
McGillicuddy.
Yeah, I was mesmerized by his face, so I couldn't even listen to what he said. But I think the subtitles, auto-generated subtitles, said something about the MCU and what we think of it now and where it's going, or something along those lines. There's something along those, I believe.
Well,
So, let's
with all
talk
the
about it.
reveals that we got the past week at SDCC, the big reveal that we'll get to, we'll talk, just talking about what happened in the Miss Marvel series and everything else. We figured now would be a good time to jump into this conversation, have this introspective about the MCU, past, present, future, what we think, where it's going, so I mean, did everybody catch up on all the trailers that we saw from the weekend?
Yeah.
I still have not
I
seen
believe
the
so.
Captain Marvel 2 one. I still haven't seen it.
I saw the Captain Marvel trailer and no, I'm sorry. No, it wasn't Captain
What
Marvel.
Captain Marvel trailer?
Yeah, and no,
Not Captain Marvel. Shazam 2. Sorry.
Shazam 2.
Well,
Yeah, I was
dude,
don't do
hold up.
In the comics.
Do you Marvel, bro? That's
Yes.
DC.
I don't care. That's the one that I saw. That's the one I got mixed up with. Relax.
That's
Captain Marvel,
DC.
Marvel,
All right.
DC,
That's strike two.
Whatever.
That's strike
Hey,
two.
we're at like
It's
like
DC,
five.
Ricky.
I was rubbing
But yo-
love signs against each other. I'm on like strike 17 or something. That's home run.
Oh.
Whatever y'all say now.
See, and that's the other thing. It's in tape mode, so I could do it now. Yeah, tape mode. Yeah,
You're still rubbing his
Yeah,
crotch.
that's totally better.
That's
yeah.
okay. Think about it. If
It's
you
not his crotch.
so my question
Not
for
a
you is this:
crotch.
if there was a male in front of you, would you still rub his crotch sign if he was sitting down instead of standing up? It's the same thing.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
All right, come on.
So, Sam, I agree. It looks like we're starting to have a little bit of direction going and a little bit more connectivity that we haven't gotten from some of the past couple shows and movies. Everything seems to have been so far, at least what I've seen, especially with the Disney Plus movies.
Yeah.
They just I think they're just being done right now as intros. instead of origin movies, we're getting MCU intros
Yeah.
because none of them I saw have a season 2 listed except for Loki.
Well, right there, I
Mhm.
was excited, but now Russ said he's excited about what's coming. So I'm out because that dude don't know nothing about nothing. So now I'm not excited anymore. Thanks, Russ.
Man, nobody
Put
listens
that
to
one
us
for
anyway.
Love you, Russ.
Meh,
That's
he's
one
all
out of 5 on the podcast. So
right. But yeah, it's my thing. We were kind of low key talking about it. I'm still not super excited about that tail end of Miss Marvel, how they're doing that introduction. I wish they'd kind of left that out of there and not tried to force that to go to a direction that we
Introduction of
wanted
what? Tell the people what the introduction's for.
Are we past enough that I can just talk
we're
about it
way
now?
past. Yes, we're. This is what we're
Okay.
talking. We're talking about
So
everything.
at
That's
the end, homeboy shows up and tells her he found something is up with her genetic coding, and she has a
Yeah.
mutation.
A
And right when he says
mutated,
that, she kind of looks off
mutated
into
gene.
space, and all you hear is "Da-na-na-na-na," like in the background. I'm like, no, they didn't just do that. So
Mhm.
instead of taking her with what she should have been, they're gonna try to make her into a mutant now instead. And
well,
I'm
they're
just
not trying. They did it.
Mhm.
well, I mean, they're hinting at it. They still haven't blatantly said it yet. I'm holding out hope, Eric. I know you're stuck
I
with it,
don't.
but I'm holding out
I
hope
don't.
that ain't
So
going to happen, man.
I mean, I guess we'll jump right to the Ms. Marvel real bit.
Mhm.
I know her origin story is she's an Inhuman, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
remember we had that really really bad Inhuman series.
Mhm.
You know,
I watched
Yeah.
a
It
couple of
was
them, and I didn't
terrible.
hate the ones that I saw.
Never. I didn't even
you,
bother.
you're the only person who watched a
No,
couple
it
of them.
was terrible.
It was it was
How the
the
fuck?
worst.
How the fuck you cut Medusa's head? You know what? Nah, it was terrible. It
Don't
was
think about
it.
it, my friend. Don't think
Yeah.
Well,
about it.
No.
they
I
Well,
do need
no.
it.
it was
Hey,
in the
look.
comics.
If you haven't seen
They
it at
cut
this
her hair in
point,
the comics.
at this point you don't want to see it, and freak the spoilers. Yeah. The show was just horrible. The show was terrible to me, man. It was. I mean, they tried. They
It
Agreed,
tried,
was
but
Ed,
it was
the
just
agreed.
like,
worst
yo,
thing the
man.
MCU Marvel has done since Iron Man 1
Agreed,
was
Burgess.
that
Thank,
show.
thank God
There
it
is a
doesn't count.
tie,
Right.
but it's not a forced tie like that. It's not something.
Right.
No.
It's like they both
So
have the X gene, but one naturally triggers, and the other one they have to force it to trigger with the quickening thing or whatever that they do with the pods and all that. That's really the only difference between Inhumans and natural mutants is that.
um so like I I'm not I hate, I won't say hate. I dislike when they make those type of changes normally. Usually I do. Right? Change the character's origin story, change where
Mhm.
they come from, like, I won't, like Namor just a little bit to touch before we get there, he's from Atlantis. I don't want to hear it. That's where he's supposed to be coming from. Like
Where's
when
he
you
from now?
change those kind of things, it bothers me. When you change power sets, it does bother me. But regarding Miss Marvel, it bothers me, but I get why they did it. At some point or another, you have to start introducing the mutants into the MCU. And
I'm go ahead.
how are you going to do it?
So my thing is I can't tell you how it should be done. It's like one of those things like you don't know how to explain it, but you know it when you see it. Like
Mhm.
literally when that happened, my brain flashed back to like the Matrix. Remember when he was unplugging everybody and that blonde headed lady was just like, not like this, and then she just
Right.
drops dead. That's exactly how I felt in that moment when that music played. Is not like this. This is
Mhm.
not the way it should be done.
Mhm.
We've had the topic about Miss Marvel in and of itself. Didn't care about the character before. Don't care about it any more or less now. She's
Mhm.
not garbage. She's a nothing character to me, not because of any reason, just because I never got into her. But that is not, to me, that is not how they should be trying to pull in the X-Men. If they wanted to make it mutants and then they start bringing in other mutants and all that and eventually work into the X-Men, fine. But to take her and to throw that musical cue on top of her was trash of another level, man. It hurt my heart when I heard that. I was like, I can't believe they just did that. Because we just had that really cool 5 minutes of Doctor Strange 2 and like, oh yeah, it's there, all the nostalgia feels, and then this was the follow-up to that. I was like, I can't believe that's how they decided to go with it. I wish they'd done something else.
I don't agree. I wasn't upset. I wasn't mad about it. I wasn't mad about it at all.
Well,
You have to
tomato,
start
tomato.
somewhere. You have to start somewhere, and where are you going to do it?
But see, here's the thing.
Bring in
I get what you're saying, Ricky, about that. Here's the thing that I was confused about, because when they played that music, at what point were you going to be like, you mentioned, okay, you already mentioned the mutant gene, you're playing the music. The cameo that should have happened was Professor X saying, "Hi, Kamala. My name is Professor Charles Xavier, and I've seen that you have the mutant gene." That's how you start. That's how you started out. But I don't know if y'all know about this, but there's although Disney got the rights to X-Men and all that
Yeah.
type stuff, there is a situation right now where Fox had, when they had the property, they had these deals exclusively with the actors and actresses that played these characters, and they still getting royalties for these particular characters, and Disney has to take on all of that and try to work that out. I believe that's why we haven't seen anything real in regards to the X-Men and so forth, because they're still trying to work all that out. Yeah, you saw Patrick Stewart come in as Charles
They probably
Xavier.
paid $2 million for him to show up for 2 seconds. And I'm
Hey,
not
they
talking about
probably-
him. I'm talking about they paid Fox $2 million to let him show up.
No, well,
there was some kind of backward ordering stuff.
Maybe, but even with Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, you still got to pay him, because that property, the stuff that they did, they weren't real, they weren't real giving when it came to the information about those particular deals. But at the same time, Disney has to take on all that, renegotiate it, clear all that out before they actually start doing full-blown X-Men, unfortunately, unless they're going to do have different actors, different actors. I don't know, I don't really know how that works. So it'd be nice if someone can do that particular research and everything. But yeah, it's
I read an article.
It's a big
recently that
headache
people
dealing with
do that.
all this, man. You
I
think
read that,
Sony,
man.
you
Yeah,
think
there's
that
a
whole
big-
shit with Sony and Spider-Man is a fucking headache. Try understanding that bullshit, man. I was just like, yo, we're not gonna see X-Men for a couple of years at this point. Not until maybe phase
17.
maybe.
Hey, Gort. Yeah, but
Yeah.
like Wolfie read the same article as me. Like you were talking about, they'd have to recast and stuff. That article said that they're not even allowed to recast. That there's like a time moratorium on how long they have to wait before they can do anything with X-Men. Not recast, not use the characters that are there. None of it. They have to wait a certain amount of time. Wolfie, what did you get out of that article?
I don't think I read that article, Derek. I gotta be honest. I don't think I saw that one.
I'm not
That was
Derek.
Ricky.
That was Ricky,
Ricky,
not
yeah.
Derek.
Oh, Derek, he thinks I'm as good looking as you are, dude. I appreciate you, Wolfie.
Hey, man. Yeah.
I take that.
I
as a
wanna be like Derek. Anyway,
I'm gonna be like LL Cool D. Okay, I thought you had
There you
read that
go.
article, Wolfie, because that's the one I was kind of hinting at. Was there was a whole, I think it's not 2025, I think is what the article said. They're not allowed to mess with it at all.
Yeah.
That's a long. What isn't like phase 6 all the way out in 2025?
Yeah.
But you remember,
Yeah.
like, I guess we're gonna get into that. When they showed phase 6 and 7, there still was blank spots for stuff to be dropped in later. So that still could fall into those blanks that we saw. I don't know if Gort or Eric has the pictures, but we could pull them up if y'all have them still.
So you're saying we pretty much
I
got
don't
3
have-
years until they can do an X-Men movie? Is what I'm getting out of this?
That's what I'm saying. Is if it takes that long, then they really shouldn't try to shoehorn it in on the end of Miss Marvel like that.
But I don't think it's a shoehorn though. I think it's just a tease.
I
It's a
don't
little
mind. I don't
tease.
mind the mutant part of it. That's not the part that bothers me. It's the X-Men part that bothers me. Like, they didn't need to mess with that. They could have just said, oh, you have a mutated gene. And then in the next show or movie, be like, oh, we're starting to see these mutated genes everywhere. And then in the next show or movie, just keep talking about it and then start dropping those musical cues, because now you see it coming. Now we're seeing mutants everywhere. We all know that. Mutants start popping up and start doing things in shows and in movies. We're all like, oh, shit, here comes the X-Men. Here comes the X-Men. We know we're getting there. See, you build a head of steam, and then you drop that bomb off on somebody. You don't do this at the very beginning, be like, oh, by the way, here you go. Suck it for the next 3 years till this movie comes out. That's stupid. That's not the way to handle that.
And just because you got X-Men 97 dropping soon, don't mean that that's going to satisfy that particular person.
End of next year. It's not soon. End of next year before that's coming out.
End of next. Really?
Yeah, it says fall 2023.
Did it say 2023?
Still got a little bit.
It's that far away.
I don't know why I thought it was this year.
Because it should have been just this year. It's only a cartoon, but nah, it's the end of next year.
Yeah. Oh no, animation. Animation works very differently when it comes to that. So, man. But yeah, I guess I'm being. I guess it's impatience more so for me, because I expect them to be doing this line, so much better than what they're doing now. Like with the movies that they're doing right now, what they're trying to do is take comic book stories and mix them into these movies and whatnot. Like with Doctor Strange, the second one, you literally had 3 different storylines in that show. And even before that, you had oh shit, damn. I'm actually thinking about movies that we've already seen, like for instance Thor Ragnarok. You already know that you literally had 4 different storylines in that one. I need them. What I really would like to see Marvel doing, the MCU doing, is creating their own stories and making it theirs. I've read these comic books already. I already know what happened in that one. Yeah, I get it. It's source material. You're using source material. You're trying to basically tell that story and make it live. I'm so uninterested in that anymore because of what they've been doing. I'm so uninterested in that now. All I want you to do now is make the story, make these characters yours. Start telling these stories the way you want to tell these stories. We're still going to watch it. Just make it interesting at the same time. Y'all already got y'all got original Marvel writers helping y'all with these movies. Just do new stories. I don't want to see the comic shit no more. I already read these books. I can go back and read them again. Hey, Kara.
They're saying hi.
Congratulations again.
I'm Mrs. Ricky. We're very sorry.
I'm Mrs. Bischoff. That's how we
Derek
got it.
Derek said hi,
Bischoff.
congratulations. Wolfie said hi, and we're very sorry.
God bless.
God rest you, very gentlemen. Oh, here comes the kiddos. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Love you. All right. That's my oldest. That's Gabriel.
Yeah.
What's up,
Gabe?
So Derek, I get what you're saying. You kind of want to see something original. I don't know. I'm kind of the opposite. I mean, they're doing the stories, but they're not following to the letter. And that's been good enough for me, to be honest. I like their spin on some things, like Zemo. They didn't follow the Zemo story at all. Like that's not how he was in the comics at all. Like he's almost an original character. He just has his own name. It's sharing a name.
Because what you're saying is that you want these original stories and these original takes on characters, but in most cases, what we get is a title that might have been shared from a comic, names and places, but they are telling all new stories, and in some cases, brand new personalities for characters.
Look at Civil War. Civil War is a perfect example. Was an original story. They took the name. But if you read the Civil War, it's
completely different.
Very different.
They took the name and the concept of it,
but the story.
But they spun their own story.
The story was different, but it was almost similar. Think about it.
Age of Ultron was very different than the comic.
Okay, I give you that one. But look at, I'm gonna go back to Thor Ragnarok.
Okay.
When you watch that movie, which comic series did you think about?
Oh, you're thinking
World War Hulk.
Planet,
there you go.
not even World War Hulk.
no, you're
Planet
thinking
Hulk.
Planet
Planet
Hulk
Hulk.
and Contest. It was a mix of Planet Hulk and Contest of Champions.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that one. Contest of Champions.
Yeah. Contest of Champions. Yeah, that was a video
That's the
game
one that
too.
had
And it was a video game.
what's his
Yeah.
That's where the collector comes. Not the collector. The game man. What's the name?
The game.
Jeff Goldblum. What's his
Yeah.
character?
Grandmaster.
Grandmaster. That's where he
Grandmaster,
kind
yeah.
of comes in. That's what he was involved in.
Yeah.
You know. But yes, it did. It had that Planet Hulk feel, but I think why I use the Hulk is a weird example because they can't do a solo Hulk movie.
I mean, they
They
could,
can't.
but it'll suck.
No, they can't. They don't have
Or
the
they,
rights.
they don't have the rights.
They
Universal
don't
has
have the rights to do a solo Hulk movie, which is why I think if they did, we would have saw probably a closer adaptation of Planet Hulk,
Yeah.
World War Hulk. We would have saw that already, but they can't. So they wanted to tell something like that story, so they took some elements from those things and they gave you your own story, which is fine. I mean, let's be honest, that's what this whole thing is. Even the characters, they're taking characters from the comics and putting them on screen. So they're already taking elements of the comics and putting them on screen. They're taking story elements, parts, ideas from the comics and totally reimagining the story for the screen.
Yeah,
I have
exactly.
no
Yeah.
problem.
Reimagining. Yeah.
I'm reimagining, but totally. Leon touched on it. Like on Civil War, they flipped everything, man. They made the just Captain America and Iron Man. They reversed their roles, which makes a huge difference in that storyline.
Well, no.
their
Iron
roles were
Man.
reversed.
Iron Man was
Yes, they
pro
were.
Iron Man was full
registration.
registration.
Not
Cap
in the
wasn't.
Yes,
not in
he
the
was,
comic.
and
It
yes,
was the other way because Captain America was I follow all orders at all times.
No,
No, it's not how it's not
went,
how it went. It's not how it
Captain
went.
went against
Not in
the
not in the Civil War movie. He
no,
did.
the comic.
They literally
And
had
in
the
the comics.
same. They literally had that same structure when it came to Civil War, except with less characters, of course. But Iron Man was for registration. In the comics, it was about registration. In the series, it was about protecting someone. It was about protecting someone. Everybody, half people thought was guilty, the other half thought was innocent, and they were trying to prove it. So yeah, that was the concept was still the same thing. So you had Iron Man. They believed that the Winter Soldier was the one that was the culprit for killing King T'Chaka, and everybody in Cap and all of them, they were like, they were like, no, he didn't do it, but we got to sit here and prove it. But we got to protect the Winter Soldier in order for us to prove it. That's what that was.
Yeah.
So and then with the other movie, I hate to keep going back to Thor Ragnarok, but Planet Hulk. That they try to do that. They try to do Planet Hulk in that movie, and it didn't work.
The
It didn't
animated
work.
Planet
First
Hulk
of all,
was good.
yeah, you had some of the characters, but to me, it just didn't work, man. I was like, yo, this movie's if it wasn't for the fact that everything else was in this movie would have been whack. Just like Thor: Love and Thunder was whack. Yeah, I haven't, and you know what? I'm not even gonna say it was whack. I haven't
No,
seen
say
the
it,
movie
please.
yet. I'm not gonna go see the movie, and I'm gonna wait till it come on Disney Plus and see. I already knew it was gonna be whack. Everybody that I've seen that knows this universe, they were like, I've even had people say that I ain't even into Marvel and all that. They said the movie sucks. So what y'all think? What y'all think of the movie? If y'all seen it, have y'all seen it, or
I have not
are
seen
you
Love and
doing,
Thunder yet. I
or
have
are you
not
doing
seen
it the
Love and
same?
Thunder yet. I'm waiting
Yeah.
for Disney Plus.
Yep. Okay, so
Barf.
you're doing the same thing I'm
Just-
doing.
All I'll
Barf.
say, I
Yeah.
saw it. It was not funny.
Okay,
Like,
and that's
it
the other
just-
thing.
he
Why are they
put too
trying to
much
make
into it.
Thor the comic relief of the MCU?
Okay, because they don't know how. Okay, we kind of low key touched on this. The first whole Infinity Saga, the
Mhm.
Russo brothers kind of had like an overarching eye on everything. So people go make a movie, they would have to directly interact with the Russos to kind of keep it all tied. Like they all talk to each other and work together to make it work. And they didn't use a lot of different directors. They use a lot of the same directors. Now it seems like what did I tell y'all last night? Like they just show up. They're like, oh, I want to make a Marvel movie. Well, here you fucking go. Go make a Marvel movie. Oh, here You want to make one, Titty with Twisty or whatever the fuck your name is? Here, go make one. Make it yuckity yuck, ha ha ha, bullshit. People will eat that shit up, and then they just do it over and over like that. They're not they're not keeping it cohesive anymore. They don't have. It's like they got rid of their oversight. It's like nobody's paying attention to what's going on at all. Like now we're way past it. Are we allowed to talk spoilers now, or do you still want me to hold back?
There's nothing not to spoil. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Yeah, because everything's out already.
So a couple of y'all said you haven't seen it, so I'm asking.
It's been out long enough. No, this is not like it came out yesterday.
There's a part in the movie where the rock monster Korg guy or whatever his name is, he gets blown to bits. And by the time that happens, I was like, fuck yes. Because here's the thing I caught. The Titty with Twisty guy that directed it, he's the one who voices Korg in all the times you've seen him in all the other Thor movies and stuff. And he thinks he's fucking hilarious, I guess, because in this movie, he made him almost the main character. You see him in the center frame almost every damn time. He's the one talking all the fucking time, making all the damn jokes. Well, then they blow his ass up. You're like, fuck yes, I don't have to listen to that idiot no more. Oh no, they just pick his fucking face up off the ground, tie it onto the back of their head with like a fucking bow tie. So now they're running around fighting, and there's literally just the face talking on the fucking back of their head, making the same stupid fucking jokes the whole goddamn time.
Yeah, there was no room to breathe. I mean, it just kept coming like one after another, and it just wasn't.
Best thing about it was Jane Foster's Mighty Thor and Christian Bale is the God Killer. Those are the best things about that movie. Everything else can suck it and fuck off.
See, two things. Sam brought up this point earlier. What we're getting now from the MCU, I really think what's gone on the last 2 years or so, pushed everything off, everything out of whack, everything, all timeline, everything they had planned done. And what we're getting now is just filler movies till they can finally start back up and ramp back up for Phase 5. I think Phase 4 was just a wash. You had the pandemic and everything that happened.
Well,
and I think another thing that. Again, I'm sorry, Wolf.
I'm sorry. I don't know who said this earlier, but like Phase 4, I feel like is kind of an introduction to some newer characters that have been created within the last few years.
Yeah,
I think literally just about everyone had someone new. I think with the exception of Spider-Man, maybe. But yeah, they're introducing a lot of the modern characters that, honestly, for me, I don't have a lot of attachment to. And I think that's probably why I'm not as into this phase as I am the other ones.
Agreed.
That's just me.
I agree. I agree with you. Also, I don't know. I never read Miss Marvel. I do not know much about Riri Williams, who's coming. So I didn't know much about Kate Bishop. Yeah, I don't know much about him. I mean, I'm a fan of the MCU in general. I think what they've given us as a whole product, when you sit back and take it all in, has been amazingly entertaining.
Sure, absolutely.
So first 3 phases, absolutely.
This one's been on a lull, but then you know what? I did like Doctor Strange too. I did, I did like Spider-Man. I did like Spider-Man.
No Way Home. No Way Home was dope. No Way Home so far has been the best movie they've had out in the last
in a while. It was good. So I didn't hate Shang-Chi. I did not hate the Black Widow movie. I did not hate Eternals. I didn't love any of them. Nowhere near like how much I enjoyed some of the movies before that.
Absolutely.
I fell asleep during that movie. I thought I went in. I went to the theaters to see that movie, and it was just like, what is it? And then halfway through, not even halfway through, I was literally in my chair asleep. Sean was like, "Hey, wake up!" It's like, we paid for this movie. You gotta wake up. It's like, yeah. But yeah, I fell asleep during that movie because it was just it just dragged on it just dragged. It dragged the same thing.
I agree with you. It was not. It just
got uninteresting real quick. So I was like, okay, well, I'm
and
not
another
invested in
thing,
these characters at this point.
Sam had brought up the other night when we were talking. about the comedy that we're getting now, especially um with Thor.
Hmm.
Marvel. This was his theory. Marvel is using it as a crutch now. People laughed when they saw in the first Avengers movie Thor make a little bit of one liner, or Thor get punched by Hulk.
Hmm.
People thought that people enjoyed that bit of humor, and now they're just oversaturating it. It feels like,
Yeah, I think Ragnarok
especially
was.
with Thor now, it's just getting like, come on, like you're
Yeah,
turning this dude into a clown.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ragnarok I think was okay.
But they're doing it
But
with
but
Hulk
when
too. Look at
but
She-Hulk.
when they got to
Hmm.
Endgame and they did the fat get the Thor and the Lebowski in this current movie, it's too much. I think they took it way too far.
Yeah. You're making two of your most powerful characters in the MCU a couple of clowns, and that ain't cool at all.
And I don't
No,
think
Particularly when
that
you're
wasn't
trying
the
to
movie
tell
to do
these
that either.
MCU stories. Yeah, when you're trying to
no.
tell these stories, you want powerful characters to follow. You know, um, to Brian's point, I saw that interview too with Chris Hemsworth trying to make Thor a little, funnier and everything. So a lot of that is on
I
Chris
did see that
Hemsworth
too.
too. So at some point you got to be like, okay, what is the draw? What is the original draw of this? It was a lot of action. It was a lot of banter back and forth, and that was the premise of how these stories became so
Great sale.
good. you know. But they're taking advantage of that now. Like, oh, they're literally saying to y'all, oh, y'all gonna go see the movie anyway, no matter what we make. Nah, as y'all and hopefully they see what happened with Thor: Love and Thunder. They start rethinking a lot of the stuff that they've been doing. So we
Yeah.
don't we get that we get back to the original recipe of the MCU, because that's what was bringing me out of the house to go sit in that theater and watch this movie.
Well, I think part of this is, like we said, the old guard is not really represented anymore going forward.
Hmm.
Tony's gone. Uh, Natasha's
Black Widow's
gone.
dead.
Cap is
The movie was
gone.
trash too.
Oh, Black
Every,
Widow.
every,
Hawkeye's probably out too
everything's
now.
trash to you. Everything's trash to you.
Yeah.
Um,
That's not true.
so that old guard, that especially older people, older comic fans knew about, been following for years and years and years before this. They're now like Wolf said, they're introducing some of the newer characters that not all of us have followed so much. So how do you bring these in? You can't just go. So I think this entire phase was just about building up our next roster, so to speak. All
Yeah.
the newer characters
Do
bringing
you
in
think?
the Miss
Do you think
Marvel,
it's?
the
Do
Riri
you think it's gonna
Williams.
work? Do you think it's gonna work?
I think time will tell. I want to see what this She-Hulk series is going to be about. If it's going to be just another stupid comedy or not.
Hmm.
I think that's what
Um,
it's shaping up to be because
I
Well, we
I
already
I,
know
I
it's
am
going to
breaking the
be.
fourth
too.
wall.
I'm starting to see it too, but I'm really hoping. So Wakanda Forever is the end of Phase 4, correct?
Hmm. Yes.
So I'm hoping I mean, and from what I've seen from the trailers, even with my personal mini gripes about it, I'm excited to see it. It looks good. This one's actually going to get me off my butt and go to a movie theater to see it. I'm not going to wait for Disney Plus. Um,
Plisky.
but after that, it was the one thing that disappointed me with Doctor Strange. I was hoping that the Doctor Strange really was going to somewhat start to kick off introducing the next phase, so to speak, and it really didn't.
You
You know,
you you wanted more than a WandaVision sequel, right? Is
yeah,
that right?
yeah, or something with it, even in the end credit that would have started, like let's take it back. Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, all those other movies, they were building the Avengers, teasing the Avengers, and once you saw your first hint of Thanos,
Hmm.
everybody knew if you're bringing in Thanos, you're bringing in the
Hmm.
Infinity Stones,
Hmm.
and it's a hugely popular story. So we had that build up. that waiting to see when's it coming. What are they doing? When's it coming? When's
Yeah.
it coming? Oh, a new stone's been introduced. A new stone. A new stone. They're not doing that yet. They're not building that next big major villain. I know there's all this talk about Kang coming.
Yeah. Because that's supposed to be
No,
the main antagonist in the
see
next phase.
how I'm thinking what's going to happen. Kang is going to be like Loki.
I think the
He's going to
big
be popping up here,
bad's
popping in,
gonna
popping
be
here, popping there, and I
Yeah.
think it's going to lead that big bad because they keep talking cosmic, they keep talking about celestials. We're getting a Fantastic Four movie.
Mhm.
I think it's going to be Galactus.
Yeah.
It could
You
be
have to at some
Doom.
point. I think you
It
have
could
to.
it could be Doom when you get a Doctor Strange movie, or Doom could just be like another.
You know what's really scary to me is what if they treat Doom as Loki? Oh man, I'd be pissed if they did that. To Loki.
Yo.
No, but that's okay. If you're talking about
No, that's not
Doom,
okay.
no, if you're talking about using Doom as a protagonist in different movies and
Hmm.
not just that one Fantastic Four movie, and we see more of Doom, I'm all for that.
Sure.
That's what
Sure.
I mean by like they did with Loki. Like he was behind the scenes and poking and prodding and doing all this stuff in a bunch of different movies. Loki, all
Mm,
building up to Thanos, right? So
yeah.
if Doom or Kang, if Doom and Krang,
Krang.
Krang. I
Yeah.
just read
I
Stan said
saw that.
Krang, and now I
Multiverse.
said
Oh man,
Krang.
it's
Hey,
going
That
good
Craig
job,
crazy.
and
thank you,
Doom.
Krang. Thank
Yo,
you,
Y'all heard
thank
it.
you,
Y'all
Krang.
heard
if
it
they
here
bring
first. Ninja
Crane,
Turtle crossover.
if they bring Crane, they gotta bring Shredder. They gotta bring Leonardo, Michelangelo, and
Y'all heard it here first.
Donatello. Yeah,
He's
yeah. I want to
talking to you,
see the
Jimbo.
turtles.
Hey, steal that
I want to
breaking
see Master
news thing
Splitter.
from
I want to
Monday.
see.
Bring
I
that
want to
over
see
here.
April O'Neil in that tight yellow outfit. Yeah, I want to see all
Oh,
that in the MCU. Yeah, turtles in the yeah. I want to see all that too.
Hey,
My
so
man.
real quick,
Thank you
guys,
for
real
that.
quick.
Turtles stay in DC. Sorry, bud.
Yep.
So
With Batman.
Eric, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Are you want to articulate some more? I was going to ask a question to the group.
No, I can't get the Galaxy Group. Go ahead.
No, so one of the I think more interesting trailers we saw obviously was Wakanda Forever. We
Yeah.
all know Chadwick Boseman has passed away. This
Yeah.
movie has been one of the biggest question marks in my opinion.
Yeah.
What's it gonna be like without him? Like what are they gonna do? Just want to know. Let's we'll start with you. What are your thoughts on this movie? From what you've seen so far?
I'm looking forward. I'm really looking forward to it. My personal gripes with the change of Namor being what it is. I want to see how they handle Chadwick's death or Black Panther, I guess, since since we're talking about the movie itself, how they're going to handle Black Panther.
Yeah.
I'm hoping the rumor is true that we will see Killmonger again in some form or another in this trailer. I mean, in this movie, that's what I heard. I am actually looking forward to seeing Riri Williams because I know nothing about her, so I want to see what this character is about.
Mhm.
The next Iron Man, so to speak.
Yeah.
And I think we're gonna wind up getting is something I think you're gonna have a king of Wakanda
Mhm.
and a Black Panther when this is all said and done,
Yeah.
or at least when it starts. And I still think his sister's going to wind up being the next Black Panther.
I
And
kind
They
of.
and
follow
the re
they follow comic storyline absolutely.
and that's why there's a comic precedence to it. And by having somewhat of a comic precedence to this, it's not going to shut everybody up,
Mhm.
but it
But
will shut a little bit of people up.
you can't go with the comics did it because the comics also made Killmonger Black Panther. The comics also
Exactly.
made was it
But
M'Baku or the big
M'Baku.
dude? Yeah,
no,
they
Yeah.
made
you're right,
him Black
and you can.
Panther. Yeah.
I wouldn't have an issue. Like I said, I wouldn't have an
Yeah.
issue if it was M'Baku. I think the problem with Killmonger
He's dead.
is they killed him off,
He's
and
dead. Yeah.
by killing him, and this is actually another issue I've kind of had with the MCU. They kill a lot of these guys off, and it
Hmm.
pigeonholes you to never being able to use them again.
But it's also a
Obviously,
comic
Yeah. They
movie.
never should have killed
They
Killmonger
just
off.
snapped everybody, and then they opened up the multiverse stuff. I mean,
so
they could
there is a
always
way.
come
There is
back.
a way to bring him back, but I think they I think they might have went that route if they didn't kill him. But the fact that they did kill him off, so because everybody, at least to my knowledge and my majority opinion, everybody thought he was really great. He was a really good character. Everybody thought Michael B. Jordan did an amazing job as Killmonger. You know,
Mhm.
I was glad that he was in the MCU. I was actually sad that he was only used in one small part.
He
I
was
wish he
already
would
in
have
the
been a
MCU.
different. I wish he would have been in a different character in a bigger role that we could have
Yeah.
seen way more
It
of
was
than just
Johnny
the
Storm.
Yeah.
That doesn't count anymore.
Personally, I think that
Strike three.
with the
Strike
Technically,
three.
that's
trailer,
still during the
Strike
MCU
three.
timeline.
Strike three. Strike three.
Cornfield.
It's like 37.
Yeah.
the trailer got me in the feels though, because when you were watching the things that was going on with the Queen, Angela Bassett. I'm sorry, Angela Bassett
Timeless.
is
Timeless.
she plays the fuck out of the Queen's role, man.
Yeah,
I
she
was just
does.
like, I truly believe that Angela Bassett's character is gonna be the next Black Panther with the way that trailer went. Cause she put
I don't think
passion.
that.
There was a lot of passion around, because think about it. Think about it as a person. You got all this shit going on. You just lost your husband, your son, and at that point, I don't know if something happened to Shuri, and then they got to that point, and she was talking about, I'm the queen, but I don't have my family around me. It's like, I felt that moment. It was just like, this
That
movie's
was
gonna be
powerful.
she's gonna be the Black Panther. She's gonna put that suit on and wreck shop on somebody, man. She's gonna go
I
ape shit over
I
some
am
shit,
willing to bet that will not
I know
happen.
that's not gonna happen, but I'm just saying, but I'm just speaking to the level of passion
Yeah.
that
Her
that
performance.
trailer brought out. Just like, I felt like I wanted. I was like, oh shit. And I felt like I wanted, when you saw the emotion and the tears, you felt that, just like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
this movie. This is what's gonna bring back the original elements of the MCU. That's
Well, no,
what's
I
gonna
was
bring it
worried.
back.
I was worried about how they're going to handle Bozeman passing and how they're going to handle passing
Mhm.
of the mantle and all that. And usually,
Right.
ironically enough, trailers kind of set me on edge because like, oh shit, this is what they're doing with something. They can't mess this up in a movie. But
Sure.
in this trailer, it actually put my mind at ease of all the worries that I had with how they're going to handle it. Because, like you said, it was very respectful, very dignified. There was
Mhm.
not any, I think there was like a couple little jokes, like inside jokes between family and friends. You could kind of catch that, but no wubba dub dub bullshit, over the top comedic stuff. They look like they're taking it very
Mhm.
seriously,
Yeah.
which it should be taken because Black Panther is a very serious comic, very serious story, and the movie that they set forth in the first one was a very serious storyline.
Yeah.
And then with Bozeman passing, that makes it very serious how they're going to have to handle this movie, and it looks like they're doing it
Yep.
properly. So
Sure.
it actually put me at ease to that. So I'm actually really looking forward to seeing this movie.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely agree with Ricky. This, other than Spider-Man, like I said, a lot of this has been kind of up and down. And
Yeah.
to me, this one's going to bring me back a little bit. I'm definitely interested. I'm with EE. I want to see it in the theater. I don't want to wait for Disney Plus. I
Right.
want to see how it's handled. I'm excited. I have
Yeah.
not been able to say that for about a Marvel project for a little while. So
Agreed.
I'm definitely in.
Yeah. I was excited for Spider-Man, especially once those first trailers came out. And this is, besides Endgame, these are the Spider-Man and this are the first two movies that actually got me excited to be like, I'm all right. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you're gonna do. I'm really curious on if Namor is going to be a mutant or not. Are you going to make him a mutant? Or are you not going to make him a mutant?
Was he a mutant in the
Well,
comics? No.
He was retconned into
he was
retconned
retconned
into a mutant. Yeah, I mean,
He's
it's
the
been
first
years. Well,
He's the first mutant.
maybe,
but he's
maybe
not.
they'll have
He's
him.
really not though, because
He
Apocalypse
really.
and Selene are thousands of years old.
No.
But for some reason, they do call him the first mutant. But he actually not. It was I believe it's either Apocalypse or Selene. I mean, that's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, he's referred to as the first mutant.
Maybe
Yes,
he'll ride
he
in
is
on
a
a
mutant.
wave and a bunch of pan flutes will go off and be like, doo 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 doo.
So
Like when it comes out of the
one.
water, like really just drive that home.
So the mutant gene that is possessed within, Namor is his actual gift of flight. So, that's
Yeah,
what makes him. That's what gets
Dolphin
him to
speak.
be a mutant. Um, his being Atlantean and all that type of stuff. Because what they didn't or couldn't do is make
Exactly.
him another Aquaman.
I think
Well,
that's bullshit. But
he
we're
was
not gonna.
first before
I think
Aquaman.
that's
No, he
bullshit.
was
I
he,
think
he
it's bullshit. That's a bullshit excuse.
Man,
so
Namor was before Aquaman.
oh yeah, you know what? No,
Was
you're
he?
absolutely right.
Yeah,
No,
Namor
you're
was
right.
old
But the
school
problem
comics,
is,
dude. They had the Human Torch and Namor together, and it wasn't even the same Human Torch. That's when they
but the
retconned and made
problem
the
is
android
on
and
the
Right.
all that.
movie screen, current movie screen, Aquaman was first.
True, touche.
Momoa was first,
Yeah.
and I've heard the theory that they didn't want to confuse people with Aquaman, and I'm just saying, I think if that's true,
He's right.
it's nonsense. Then you shouldn't have even thought that. I don't care. Ricky's right about what?
No, I was looking up
No,
who
um,
debuted first, Aquaman or Namor, and he was
Yeah,
right.
no.
I thought,
But
it was
but
different.
as far as our current movie world goes, Momoa's Aquaman came out first, and I've heard the whole theory that Marvel didn't want to copy Aquaman or make people think that this is like Aquaman or confuse people.
mhm.
I don't believe that's it, and I really hope that's not it because I think that's a stupid reason for the changes they made. I mean, I think the changes they made are stupid anyway, but if that's your reason, it's just even stupider.
Yeah.
Yeah, even the casuals are gonna understand this is a Marvel movie, this is a DC movie. Yeah,
I think they should differentiate the two because Namor always, even Golden Age and Silver Age Namor has been a way more serious, kind of very
Yeah.
old school Namor was
Mhm.
like stick up his ass, fuck everybody that's not an Atlantean.
Right.
he's still
Right.
like
You
that.
know,
He's
but
still like that.
But it's different now. Like he was uber crazy back in the day about that shit. And now it's kind of,
Yeah.
but he's always been very serious. Aquaman has had his very slapsticky time,
Mhm.
like just like Batman went through the whole, like the '60s Batman slapsticky Silver Age shit.
Yeah.
Aquaman did that. Namor never did. He came out serious. He stayed serious. He's still serious.
Mhm.
So he is a whole different kind of character than Aquaman in my book. And it looks
I
like
agree. I'm not a fan of that. It's just the whole
we are vendetta.
Atlantean taking the whole Atlantis away thing. It just doesn't make sense to me. But that's my opinion.
I get it.
I don't care who they cast. I don't care what he looks like. It's you took and this is one thing that I've always felt for the most part as a whole, the MCU has actually done a very good job of keeping the origins of these characters pretty true to the comics. How Iron Man first got his armor, what happened, Captain America frozen in ice, Black Widow in the Red Room, and all that stuff that they've done with these men. They make some little tweaks, but they stay true to that. I think this is one of the bigger deviations along with Miss Marvel now. And I'm wondering now, like, hey, maybe they making, Miss Marvel's a mutant now in the comics. Are you going to make Namor a mutant in the MCU to bring in your second mutant
Yeah.
to start sprinkling them here and there? Like I thought
Hey.
Wakanda would have been a great place to maybe introduce Storm, even in just like a little cameo on the streets of,
Yeah.
just
That would have worked for me.
Hey.
it doesn't have to be from
It
hey,
Kylo.
still can.
She could have
It
been
still
from
can.
You don't know.
They
You
can.
don't know if that's
They
going to
can.
happen, though. Yeah.
But then that's a lot of people you bring, introducing
Mhm.
Riri Williams, and now, you don't want this to be overly flooded with
That'd be a good
introductions of
mid-credit
new
scene.
characters either. So that would be a good idea too.
Mhm. Yeah, you never know if they're going to actually do a small snippet cameo of Storm in this next Black Panther movie. Is a possibility because all the elements are there for it to happen and everything. But hey, they may surprise us because everything that we saw in this last trailer. I would like to think that they didn't literally just show us the entire movie. There's going to be a lot of stuff that we're going to just be surprised with. The MCU is in college and it's yeah. Yeah. Now
Love you,
they
Wes.
need to be they need to be in the rehab phase at this point because this shit is just this shit is wacky as fuck right now, man. It's just like, yo, I'm like,
Well,
yo,
Phase 4 is just about over now. We got
yeah.
we'll see where we get out of Phase 5. So,
So it sounds like everyone's kind of on Phase 4. Is Phase 5? Is Phase 5 what we've seen going even Phase 6? Is that reigniting any interest for anyone here?
I want
Everything's gonna be
Blade
campy.
back. No, Blade's not. Blade's gonna be serious. I think they're gonna work towards that. What do they call them? The Midnight Suns. I think they're gonna start working towards that.
Okay.
I mean,
Would love to see
so
that shit.
so
'Cause you
what?
got
So
Black Knight and Blade already get mentioned into the MCU, so you're already working your way in that direction.
so what do we got? We got Quantum Mania. Ant-Man and Wasp.
Mhm.
We're supposed to first get Kang
Meh.
in February of next year, right?
We already had King and Loki.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to seeing that because of Kang and where they're going to go with Kang.
Now it's gonna be
And then after that, we got Secret Invasion coming to Disney Plus, and that could be very, very interesting.
It could also be very dumb, which is what I'm scared of.
So can anything. So can anything, And then you have the Guardians next year. You have Echo, which I don't know nothing about Echo.
yeah, I'm in on that one.
Loki season 2 next year. Then you have the Marvels, where we'll see Miss Marvel again, along with Captain Marvel.
I'm sharing
Next
the screen.
year also. Oh, you got
I got the
screen
picture up. Yeah, I
There
got the
we
picture.
go.
I got it in front of me too.
We sent it to the group chat a while ago.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the one I pulled up. Yeah.
some more shit. I don't. All right.
What happened to Armor Wars?
I don't know. I don't know whatever happened to Armor Wars.
Because I thought that'd be a Phase 5 thing. I
So
didn't see it.
Armor Wars was Phase 6, I believe. Is
And then-
6, or they're gonna
and-
do it in 7?
And in Phase 6, we did see some unannounced projects, so to speak.
Mhm.
You got Blade, Ironheart, and that's a Disney Plus movie, right?
Yeah, it's a Disney Plus series.
So there's a Disney Plus series.
Yeah.
Agatha, which I have no idea what direction they're going to go with Agatha.
I
That's
don't
Disney Plus.
Mephisto. Mephisto.
but
finally.
It's gonna be
Daredevil.
Hocus Pocus, but in Marvel.
I am really excited for Daredevil.
Yeah.
You know what
me too.
surprised me about that one? That one's 18 episodes, not like the traditional 6 or
Yep.
9.
Mhm.
That one's interesting to me.
Yeah,
Well, that's also they're pulling from the Netflix Daredevil, which used to be what 23, 24 episodes.
no, it was only like
No, those
12.
were all like 13.
Were they only 13?
Yeah,
I
they were
feel
only
like there was forever.
No. Well, they were hour-long episodes, but yeah, it was
Oh.
only 12, 13. But I like what we
I'm looking
we
forward.
still don't know is this Netflix Daredevil or is this just Charlie Cox coming back in a different one? Because we don't know if I from what I've heard, they're looking to recast Elektra, which
Mm.
then kind of tells me the Netflix ones you'd have to look at as a different universe, so to speak, and not MCU canon. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what they're going to do there.
Sure.
And then you got the new Captain America: New World Order. So this is your Phase 5. There's a lot of things in here I'm looking forward to. Secret Invasion, Loki, Blade, Daredevil, the Marvels. So
I'm
Yeah.
actually excited to see what they're gonna be doing with Captain America: New World Order.
yeah.
That's gonna
I'm
be dope.
really curious as to what
Yeah.
that plan is. What is it going to be about?
Hmm.
Yes, Brink. The answer is yes. He was asking if Secret Invasion was the Scrolls.
Is it? Yeah, it is. That's right. I remember that. Okay. Remember that.
So they
So they're
replaced a bunch of the superheroes with
they're
Skrulls.
supposed to be actually evil in this one. So we'll
Bert?
see.
Bird just said that they're bringing back the yellow and red suit. Has that been confirmed? I did not see that for Daredevil.
I don't think he said he.
I don't know.
Did he say that?
Yeah, Bird
well-
just said that.
Okay.
Didn't he have? Wait, what did he have in the last
He had
joint?
He had the black
Season 3.
suit. He
It
had
was
the black.
but he
No,
had the mask. He had the red mask though, right?
Yeah, and
trying to
I
remember.
mean, it didn't look like the yellow suit from the trailer for
Okay.
the She-Hulk trailer.
Do you got that
Um,
picture for Phase 6? You can pull up too.
I sent that one to you.
Yeah, it's both. It's in the chat. It's the next picture.
There it is.
There you go.
There you
See
go.
those blank spots? That's what I was talking about. There's
Yeah.
a lot of areas they can work in the X-Men.
And those blank spots are going to be, I think, are going to be your X-Men related stuff.
That's what I'm saying. I think that's
That's what I think.
That's when we were talking earlier about how they had that like supposed moratorium on not being able to use them until 2025. This is all like 2026 and stuff.
That's
And
such
this
a
right
long
here,
time.
what it's it's a long time, but it goes by quick, bro.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
Now,
true.
do you bring out?
Bro,
I
12
wonder if
years
they're
later.
gonna do X-Men before or after Fantastic Four.
I think it's going to be after. I think what's going to happen is, this is my if I was a guess, Phase 5, like you got Miss Marvel now, you had Professor X in Phase 4 with the Doctor Strange 2. We'll see if Namor's a mutant. I think they're going to start teasing and sprinkling mutants in here and there, and we'll get them sometime in Phase 6. Because from what I'm hearing, Secret Wars is supposed to be like 10 times bigger than Endgame was.
Ooh,
And see, that's what I was talking about earlier. Is I wanted them to do the sprinkling thing. I don't like the fact that they're shoehorning in the X-Men theme across all these.
It's across
X-Men aren't the only mutants. There
but
are
it's
way
just
more mutants outside the
but
X-Men.
you know what? It's not. It's only been 1-2 second thing. That's a sprinkle. They
The
sprinkled in
movie
it.
and the show. That's 2.
What show?
The Miss Marvel.
Yes. Okay. But hold up. Understand something.
That's the 2 most recent things. You're acting like
Professor X is, but that's a different story with Professor X. He is literally in another multiverse from another multiverse.
Either.
Exactly. Same thing with that. Same thing with Black Bolt. That was that Black Bolt is not there. They're gone. You know, this was your first tease of the mutants in the MCU 616. You had your first little tease with Miss Marvel.
Sorry, real quick. Burgess said the red and yellow suit was teased in the She-Hulk reveals from SDCC.
Okay,
I didn't see it. I just saw the trailer.
I will take his word for it, though.
I just saw the trailer at the end of the She-Hulk, and it wasn't the yellow suit, but I didn't see anything else, so I probably missed it. No, and yeah, so we'll see Avengers Kang Dynasty. That's probably going to require a lot of time travel, which I'm never a fan of time travel. But
no, that's good. I have a feeling that one's going to be a big headache.
Yeah, but see if they do right. You know.
Yeah. We'll see.
You know, we've come a long way. It's been how many years now? When was I? Did someone remember?
Was Iron Man?
No, we've been at this for 12. This has been a
14
14-year endeavor that they're working on. We've never seen anything like this. You know, and they're still going.
Wolf Burgess said, "Check your messenger."
Got it.
All
So
right.
might be seeing the picture of that red and yellow.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, there it is. Okay, thank you, my friend.
All right. So let me stop sharing so you can, if you want to share it, you know, and bring
It's
it
on
up.
his phone.
I'll put it in the chat. You can see it. All right, boys. We're
So
what, 10:35?
10:35.
Final countdown.
Want to call it a wrap, folks? I think people got things to do.
You know, people looking for.
Derek got to get on his honeymoon business. Or I'm sorry, Ricky got to get on his honeymoon
You've been
business.
all night long, dude.
Wow, is your hat on tight tonight, man? You call me Derek earlier. You just say he got to go on his honeymoon. I'm telling on you, Derek.
Let me find out you got played that way. All right, so yeah, all right, I guess we can wrap it up. You know, it's been a great night. Shout out to the Chat Squad. You guys were definitely on a roll tonight. So Gort, tell everybody where they can find you.
Right here.
Hey, buddy.
This camera off.
There you go. Camera off. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, quiet tonight. I got very little sleep. I'm very tired.
Sorry, buddy.
No worries.
Take a nap.
Oh, Wolfie, tell everybody where they can find you at.
You can find me in Mount Vernon, Illinois, going to Sam's house. Yes, right, Sam. I'm coming come to visit you
He
next
just-
week. I'll see
he
you then,
just
buddy.
doxed Sam on here.
I did. Don't sue
And
me.
now we know how he got shut down.
Right.
And of course, you can find me, EV Eric Von Wolfenstein, on all of your social media needs. And end each and every Friday here with you fine folks.
Yeah.
Ricky, tell everybody where they can find you at.
You can catch me on the Now You Made It Awkward podcast that I do with Shoki and Mike. You can catch me here on Friday nights, hanging out with these fine gentlemen and Eric. I'll let you choose which Eric I'm talking about. And then I'm in the groups under Ricky B. Might be changing that shortly. It'll be weird for some of y'all. You get over it. But I'm around. Drop in. Say hey. Tell me to shut up. Whatever floats your boat and get you through the night. No, go fuck yourself. So that's exactly. And by the way, if y'all message me and say that, that's what I'm going to tell you too. So just be prepared. No, don't be surprised when it happens. And just one last time before we wind this up. I love you, Kara.
My man. That's what's up.
Derek, where can they find you at?
Derek Bigsby in your chats. I'm sorry, Derek B on your Facebook groups.
Whoa,
Sorry,
what is this?
We got a bot in the chat sending out porn.
Oh, snap. Yo,
click on that.
We're famous.
We're
famous now.
Okay.
Yeah, we made it, guys. We made it.
Yeah.
Hey, so now we can quit. Like, that's it, man. We hit our goal. We're out. Okay, so
Porn
the
box.
Realmhattan project. They'll make up something else to fill out the rest of the
There
time.
you
We're good.
go.
We're out.
Real quick, before I do my shout outs, I pulled up the picture that y'all was talking about. So let's show that real quick. There it is. Yeah, the yellow and red suit.
That is red. That is yellow.
They're looking to kill it. They're looking to piss everybody off already.
You wearing that orange blue hat talking about that suit, you better relax.
Right.
That's fire.
First place, bitch.
That was from Vendetta. You missed him in there.
He did mad because we just whipped the ass this week. So.
Not
once.
Ralphie Yankee fan. I forgot.
Not once, but twice, Ralphie. Not once, but twice.
All right, go ahead, Derek. Finish your thing up, man. Sorry, bud.
Derek Bigsby in your Facebook groups. Derek B in your Realmhattan channel. Chat squad. Thingies. Bringing the what to your chat squads. And hey, wanted to make a quick announcement real quick. So many of you all know that I'm involved with the Transformers game group. We also now have a Transformers chat group. Y'all can join in on that. I just posted up a game that actually Eric is actually doing for Kennedy's Village. If you get a chance, go on there and check that out. If you're friends with Eric B, go to his profile and check out his pinned post about the game that he's doing. Kennedy's Village, as you all know, are bridging the gap between sickle cell. Hold on, y'all. I need y'all to calm down.
I'm not laughing at that. I'm sorry. Burgess, I did not mean that. I'm sorry, bud.
Kennedy's Village is bringing bridging the gap between sickle cell research and care. He has a game up right now where they're trying to raise money for that particular charity. If you want to go and participate, check it out as soon as you get on it. And participate. I'm telling you, participate. And if you don't want to participate, at least donate to the Kennedy's Village. If you whatever you can donate, please donate to the charity. Thank you so much. Derek B in your Facebook groups, like I said, and I'm not on Instagram. I'm not. Well, I think I'm on Instagram. I'm not sure. I had an account. You
got that TikTok.
Blah blah blah. Yeah, but y'all know me best here on the Realm channels. You can always find me here. Always, yelling and screaming and doing whatever I do. So hey, love y'all. Thanks for coming out.
You guys
Eric, where can we hold up, Eric? Where can we find you?
You guys can find me on Facebook, Eric Spada. You can find me here every Friday night, alternating between a rock hangout and a Realmhattan Project show. Do remember, gentlemen, next week Chat Squad, we will be doing a hangout, 9 p.m.
Look for the
Broadcast.
link. Come pop in.
Broadcast and hangout. Pop in the link. Don't be camera shy. Join us. Don't forget to watch Enter the Realm every Monday night. Breaking the Mold Tuesday nights. Figure Banging and Shelf Gravy alternating Wednesday nights. And of course, us alternating between rock hangouts and shows every Friday night.
Figure banging.
No,
Figure banging. Figure.
Figure
Banging.
banging. But to
Hey,
be confused with. Okay.
Burgess, we love you, brother. And one way or another, we're gonna get this taken care of, man. We got nothing but love for you, dude.
Absolutely.
Nothing but.
All right.
I got nothing but love.
Peace
for
out,
you,
everybody.
baby.
Say it with me now.
Realm.